Just turn within and you'll find it waiting there. Take the time to know yourself and become your own best friend. Take the time to treasure your true wealth, the kind of wealth that will never end. You have all that you need inside. You are peace, you are love, you are might, and you have been and will always be a beautiful point of light.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti. The greeting itself conveys to us the way of living in a world which firmly believes that we want peace. Om Shanti reminds us, I am peace. Just one line can change completely how we live our life. Just ask yourself if throughout the day you just have to remember this, I am peace. 3 words, I am peace. Now come into action. Now come into relationships. Now come into a situation which is not your way. Now come into a scene where somebody around you is not your way. But you remember, I am peace. Will that make a difference in how you respond? Will that make a difference in how you will respond? What difference will that make? For example, someone knows I am a doctor. Fitted. I am a doctor. Now throughout the day, on the road, in the flight, in the train, at work, at home, in a party, if anything happens around that person, does that person get up immediately and help? Yes? Yes? Have we heard of doctors saving people in a flight? Because in those 300 people in the flight, there is one person who is a doctor. And so if there is a crisis, that doctor knows I am a doctor and will get up immediately and do what is needed. Is that right? That doctor will heal people everywhere, wherever they are doing whatever, because they remember, I am a doctor. Same person tomorrow forgets, I am a doctor. Memory. Now that doctor is in the same office, same flight, same train, same park, same here venue, and someone here falls ill. Will that person do anything for that person? Yes or no? No. Same situations, same person, only one thing changed. That person forgot, I am a doctor. So how important it is to remember who I am. It will change everything. So if there is someone here who is a doctor but has forgotten that he is a doctor, so even if one of us falls ill, that person will just sit like this, like all of you. And we may look at that person and say, do something. He says, how am I supposed to do anything? He said, you're a doctor. No, I am not a doctor. I need help. One consciousness gone. I will shift from becoming the healer to becoming the victim. Now go back into the world with the remembrance, I am peace. Will that change anything? Will that change anything? What will that change? Just close your eyes. It's 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock right now. The last 12 hours. Just scan the last 12 hours. A lot happens in 12 hours. Most of it is our way. Some of the things are not our way. Most of the people are our way. Some people are not our way. So just scan the last 12 hours and just rewind the last 12 hours and go into those 12 hours with the awareness, I am peace. Is there any scene today which you would have handled or responded to or behaved in a different way had you remembered that moment, I am peace? If there was any scene in anyone's life, you don't have to share the scene. We know what scenes can come in one day. Important is just see yourself that in that scene, if I remembered that I am peace, would I respond another way? Would I think another way? Would I feel another way? Most important, would I behave another way? How many feel yes? Now raise your hand. Anyone this side feels I would have behaved another way? Raise your hand. अच्छे से, अच्छे से, अच्छे से. See, session is over. This is all that it is. This is all that it is. But we have created a world saying, I want peace. Now go into the same situation. So when I remember I want peace, I will go into every situation and say, everything should be perfect for me to feel peaceful. Everyone should be perfect for me to feel happy. And if everyone is not perfect, and if every situation is not perfect, then to get disturbed is, fill in the blank, to get disturbed is, bole. To get disturbed is, ... What's the word? Normal. How many of us feel to get disturbed is normal if something is not our way? We are going to chat today. You're not going to listen. How many of us feel that you're going to get disturbed if something is not your way? And why is it not possible that we can just be calm and stable in that situation when it is not our way? What's so difficult? What is so difficult? It's very easy. It's just that we were not taught to be that way. We were taught, if something is not your way, react. If someone is not your way, get angry. If someone is rude, get rude. If you can't get rude, cry. Yeah, if I can't say anything back to you, then I say a lot of things to myself then. If I can't throw it out, I create it within. And then comes a world of media and we're going on scrolling and scrolling everything which is so dramatic. Imagine if they had to make films and TV series where someone says something and the other one is, I am peace. Their serial will end there. So they had to make one drama from this side, one reaction from there, one screaming from there, one crying from there. And it extended their series. They made money. We lost our happiness. Because we kept consuming it, thinking that it's entertainment. But while we were consuming a particular way of living that was projected onto us, we didn't realize that we were becoming that. We are not just watching. Please remember, we are not watching, we are consuming. Watching means it's like this bridge there. I'm watching it. I see it. It only remains till here. Finished. I'll walk off from here, forgotten, I'll never remember this again. But when it's media, it's words, it's audio, it's music, it's sound, it's drama, it's theater, we are consuming it. So if you just reflect to, let's say, 30 years back or 40 years back, how many of us were there when the first TV came into this world? So we are the last generation who's seen this interesting graph. So 30, 35, 40 years back when this first TV set came, before that, what was life? Before that, our consumption was people, people's behavior, good books that we read in our school library, our teachers. That was our world. And like a sponge, we would just absorb and consume from everything around us. So our elders had an impact on us, our teachers had an impact on us. That is all that was our circle of influence. We just got influenced from everything and everyone around us. And in that era, now go back to that era, there was no such word as stress. Is that true? Yeah? Anyone remembers in school saying, I'm stressed, you're stressed, we are stressed? No? No. Stress is normal. We didn't know the word. Zyada se zyada, one day before the exam, we would say, thoda tension. Yes? And that too, how many days in the year? 2 days. One day before the exam, one day before the result. Finished. Nothing more than that. Rest of the day, rest of the year, cool, everything fine. A little once in a while upset, 5 minutes later, all good. 20 people staying in a house, less space, less resources, lots to adjust, no gadgets in the kitchen, everything to do on your own, no stress. Depression to spelling also we didn't know. What is that word? And then came the first TV. And we started consuming. Consuming what someone else was projecting on us. It was not about around us. It was being thrown to us from somewhere outside, some other creative mind, which was also fine. So now remember the first serials which started coming in India. Once a week. Remember, we stopped everything. And everyone was there like that. But they were all serials which were all bringing us all together. We were laughing together, talking together, eating together, all good. But because we stopped everything and only consumed, it is their business. So they said, Arey wah, everyone stops everything and just consumes what we give them. So why give only once a week? Then started an era that you will receive an episode every single day. The world started changing. And suddenly you had serials every day where homes were breaking, people were crying, people were cheating, people were betraying. Because what will they show 7 days? I was once doing a program with TV actors in India. I said, you can make better stories than this. So one actor very sweetly, he looks at me, give me a story. I said, no, that's your part of the work. He said, see, it has to be 7 days a week. So if we show happy family, you are happy, I am happy, we are doing good with each other, what will we show tomorrow? So we have to keep creating drama. We have to keep creating complications. We have to so you have to stretch that. That is what they did. They earned. We started consuming. And if you just reflect and see, what we started consuming is what we started becoming. When we started the Awakening program, it was just started like that. There was no planning, there was nothing. And we thought, okay, fine, 10, 15 episodes, end of the story. We never, ever, ever, ever thought that this can have an impact on someone sitting at home. We thought, let's make 10, 15 episodes. Those who want to watch will watch. Then they will come to the center. they will learn meditation and that's it, good enough. But once it started, and that was also a daily episode, and then after a year, when I started traveling out, got a chance to meet people, and suddenly someone will come up to me and say, you know what? Me and my husband were contemplating contemplating divorce. We are back. And I said, Acha, which center did you come for meditation? She said, no, I have not come to any center. I said, how is it possible? You didn't come to the center, you didn't meditate, and you changed. She said, yeah, we changed. I said, chalo, one off, by chance. And then I met more people, and more people, and more people. And someone says we came out of depression. Someone says I were contemplating suicide. Someone says something, someone said, like, how can these people change sitting at home without coming to the center? Without meditation, without coming into that energy, without studying. How can they change sitting at home? And that's where we understood the power of media. If you consume anything on a daily basis, it will start changing you. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? So if I want to experience I am peace, I will first have to check what I am consuming on a daily basis. And then we shifted from that era of 30-minute episodes on TV, because that's again somebody's business. And they said, oh, people are busy, they're not necessarily going to be in front of their TV at that time when we are showing the episode. Then came the next format. Record your episode, watch it whenever you want. That's it. One more hook. Record the episode, watch it whenever you want. Then we started using that. Then one more hook. You may not be always in front of the TV, so we will put our episode on your phone. Are you seeing how it's gone? And then with that came social media, and then with that flooded. And with all this content creation which has happened in the last 25, 30 years, now if you draw a graph of content versus mental health, versus emotional health, versus physical health, and most important, versus relationship, you will see a direct connection. Right? Cut to today, 2025, we have created a world where school children are saying, I'm feeling depressed. So in 30 years, you and me in school didn't know the word stressed. And in 30 years, we have created a world where school children are saying, I am depressed. Now, what next? From here, in which direction do we want to go? Do we want to pause? Do we want to change? Do we want to find another way of living? If not, and if we meet again 2 years later, we will be saying depression is normal. It's already 1 in every 4. That itself makes it very normal. But if we still don't do something about it, then it will be like, okay, depression too, it's normal. In fact, we might create a world where if we say, I'm not depressed, they will look at us and say, you're not normal. Because today, if you go out of this hall and tell the world, I'm not stressed, they're going to look at you and say, you're not normal. Will they not say that? Go out of the world and say, I never get angry. They'll look at you, from where have you come? So that is how it happens. We start creating a negative emotion. Very soon, everyone around us is creating it. Very soon, it looks like a normal way of reacting to life. Very soon, we start calling it normal. And very soon, if someone is not creating it, we will look at them. You're not normal. So 2-3 years later, if I say I don't have depression, people are going to look at me, why? You're not normal? It may sound strange today, but it's going to sound very normal 3 years later. WHO has recently said the next pandemic is loneliness. We are reading all this. We are hearing all this, we are studying all this, and yet we are continuing to be the same way. We're just not doing anything about it, right? We're just continuing to be the same way. And who's going to get impacted the most with all this? Who is going to get impacted the most with all this that is going to happen? Your children. Those children for whom you probably left your country and came here. Those children for whom you work hard morning to night every single day to give them the best life. Ask anyone, why are you working so hard? I want to give the best to my family. But then that meaning of the best to my family has only become best of all this that can be seen, not the best of all what can be felt. So we work hard, wherever attention goes, we work hard, we'll create magic. We worked hard, we earned well, we bought everything that money could buy. Let's make a little list of what money cannot buy. Can you please share what money cannot buy? Happiness money can't buy? Acha? Money can't buy happiness? We'll talk about peace later. First tell me, can money buy happiness? To some, acha, little bit. How much little bit? What all little bit happiness can money buy? Let's be clear, we're talking about life. Can money buy happiness? Temporary. Okay, so we have two words. Temporary, little bit. Anything else? Material things. So I'm sitting on this sofa, you're sitting on the chair. Very clearly, my sofa is more expensive than your chair. Very clear. So that means I'm happier than you. No? Why? Why? Look at my sofa, it's grand, big, huge, and most important, expensive. And most important, I'm the only one who has it. None of you have it. None of you have this sofa. Only I have this sofa. So will I not be happier than you? Think. Whatever you're going to decide today is going to be the way we live life. I am happier than you because I am using that which nobody has. And it's 3 times the cost of what you are using. I'm happier than you. Yes or no? For 2 minutes, I'm happier than you. Yes? Think, we've lived our whole life with these belief systems. And we will continue to live that way. Unless we pause like we are pausing now and checking. And if we pause and we check, we will change. Am I happier than you? Am I happier than you? Hanji? Am I more comfortable than you? See, very clear. And comfortable where? Physically. But sitting on this very comfortable sofa, can I be more stressed than you? So money cannot buy happiness. Money can buy comfort. Money is matter, and matter can buy everything that's made out of matter. Matter can buy everything that's made out of matter. So money can be used to buy everything that's physical, which is extremely important. We need to earn, we need to buy everything that money can buy, but remembering I'm buying everything for physical comfort, and it's very important. But at least I have to have the clarity, what am I buying? I am buying physical comfort. Important. Do all of us have almost everything which is needed for physical comfort? Everybody. Good. So that list is over. It's done. Now what to do for happiness then? So money can give me physical comfort. So what should I do for happiness then? Because last 20 years I was buying everything thinking that I will get this, we will be happy. Even when we buy something for the children, we give it to them and say, now be happy. So we are creating a conditioning in them also that the more you will get, the more you will achieve, the more you will be happy. The more you will earn, the happier you will be. The higher you go in your professional ladder, the happier you will be. Conditioning. You remember 30 years back, our parents told us, just study, become an engineer, become a doctor, you will be happy. And we went on, we'll be happy, we'll be happy. So the programming was not right from there. It should have been study, become whatever profession, do well, excel, and create a lot of work for yourself and earn a lot of money. Very simple. But they didn't say that. They said, you do well, you will be very happy. So that's from where the seed has sown, and it's a deep programming. If I achieve, if I perform, if I buy, if I get, I will be happy. And so we're just going on and on and on. What more should I get to be happy? What more should I do to be happy? Where more should I go to be happy? And the more we are doing it, the more we are moving away from it. The more we are moving away from it. Today's children don't use the word I am stressed. They say I am depressed because stressed is old-fashioned. They say, no, you don't understand. Stress is not that painful. We are depressed. Means not depression, but depressed. So what is depressed? Little more painful than stressed. And we grew up in a world which said student life is the best life. Student life is the carefree life, right? Fun, no responsibilities. What was there? And now they will say, you don't know how many pressures we have. We say, exactly, really? You are the one who has pressures? We grew up, we went on cycle to school, no AC in school, no AC at home, no AC in bus, no phone, no internet, nothing. What do they have to do? One click and everything comes for them. One click, they can get all the information of the world there. They don't have to go to the library, sit with the book and make notes. One separate room everyone has for themselves. Watch which pressure are they talking about? And which pressure are we entertaining, saying, yes, 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 my children are under a lot of pressure. Stress is equal to pressure divided by resilience. This was in physics. Write it here. Stress is equal to pressure divided by resilience. What we have done in the last 2 decades, we are reducing their pressure. We are reducing their pressure. But the lifestyle that they are living is reducing their resilience. And so how much ever pressure you reduce, their stress level is still increasing. And we have suddenly gone and created very fragile children. Very fragile. And that is why the smallest triggers in life are troubling them more than they would trouble us. And that is why they are saying, I'm depressed. Today, first take a decision that not just resilience for myself, I have to make my children emotionally resilient. Otherwise, how are they going to handle? How are they going to face the uncertainty of this world? And especially in a world which has now created things which are more intelligent than us. How intelligent a child will be may not be of much value very soon. But now comes the time where more than the IQ, the EQ of the person will be important. How wise is the child? How emotionally strong is the child? How many of you would like to make your children emotionally strong? How do we do that? Can we buy that? No. Can we ask someone else to do that for us? No. Can we ask them to become that on their own? No. Because they are growing up in an era where they got gadgets right from the beginning. So their coding of addiction is very innate, very deep. So what is the only way to make them emotionally strong? There's only one way to make them emotionally strong. What is that way? To be it yourself and to radiate that energy into your house and let them consume, let them absorb. It's like a vibration. You go to a temple, you go to a meditation center, there is a vibration there. You just go and sit there, do nothing. Just go there, be there, do nothing. The vibration will do its work on you. So are we ready to work a little hard now? Not on the outside world, but a little bit here so that we can earn power for them. We worked hard, we earned money for them. And then of course we got everything that money can buy. But they are fragile today. They are very intelligent today. Very, very intelligent, very informed. They know more than parents, they know more than teachers also. But when you know more than your parents and more than your teachers, your ego goes, you don't know anything. Now, when the ego increases, soul power starts. So, we worked hard, we gave them all the comforts. Now, a little different kind of inner work, and we will give them all the power. You can't just say that they have to become powerful. You will have to earn it and give it to them. Are you ready to do that? Are you ready to do that? Otherwise, you write today's date. 2 years later, you are going to be in pain seeing your children. You are going to be in pain, and there is no tougher scene in life than that. Where you have to sit next to your child. Tomorrow is an exam. Child is going through anxiety. Try however hard. You can't give power at that time because that time you are in pain looking at the child that way. And there's no reason for the child to be in anxiety. But you say, I don't know why I'm feeling like this. It's the air which is emotionally polluted now. The air in the world is radiating with fear, pain, trauma. Because the world said stress is normal. So what's in the air? What's in the water? What's in the food? So they have been consuming all that, and then of course they have all these addictions of technology. So when they go through their anxiety, when they go through their confusion, when they go through their rejections, when they go through their failure, they will need instant power. Advice will not work. Words will not have an impact. They know all that is intelligence. They need the strength to be able to implement that. Are we ready to earn that power for them? Yes? Are you ready to earn that power for them? Who all are ready to work hard on themselves? Chalo, chalo, achhe se haath utao, we click a picture today. Yes, it is a moral responsibility of every parent now. It's the moral responsibility of every parent. We lived a certain lifestyle. They were born and brought up in that lifestyle, and we are largely responsible for what they are emotionally today. When you and me were in the womb of our mothers were taught, first, be happy. Then the rest of the family was taught, keep the lady happy. Then the mother was taught, watch and read only that what is positive. Then the mother was taught, put pictures of saints, of prophets, of deities, and only look at them, and the baby will come, and you and me were born. What are the mothers of today watching? What are they watching when the soul is in the womb of the mother? Even while feeding the baby, they watch screens. And then we are pointing a finger at the children and saying, why are the children like this? We've created this generation to be this way. And so it is our responsibility to take the U-turn so that they can follow and then they can take charge of their life. So ready? Everyone ready? So all that you have to do is tomorrow, the entire day, cross every scene of life, remembering I am peace, and you will change the energy of your house. You will cross every scene of life tomorrow without reacting, without getting upset, without getting irritated, without getting angry. You will come home in the evening vibrating at the energy of peace. Your house will radiate with peace. They will absorb that and it will become power for them. Simple. That's all that you have to do. Easy. Which one is easier? Leaving your country, coming here, taking up a new job, buying a new house, working hard morning to evening to earn the money for the family, or just to be calm and in charge of your mind throughout the day? Which one is tougher? Remaining calm is tougher. Why is remaining calm tougher? We've done all the hard work. We've all worked so hard. It's not easy. Coming in a new country, setting up your career, away from family, handling everything. We've done everything which was tough. Now we have to do the easy things. Why those things are tougher? Because a lot outside is dependent on that. And why this thing is easier? It's dependent only on one person. And who is that one person? Here. I only have to take care here. But we believe it's tough because, one, we were brought up to believe that way, but more than that, all this media has made us believe that way, that what I feel within, what I'm creating in my mind, is dependent on what's happening outside of me. So remember in school, we used to write an essay, which is the happiest day of your life. How many of you have written that essay, happiest day of your life? Nowadays, they don't write all these things. But we used to write, happiest day of my life. So what did we write in that essay? Someday which something very great happened on that day. There was the programming. That for me to be happy, something great has to happen outside. And so when something not great happens, feeling sad is normal. Now, change to programming. Which is the happiest day of your life? Now we're changing our vocabulary. Which is the happiest day of your life? See, whatever you're going to answer, I know the answer. If you are going to answer, it's going to record in your subconscious. And what you will record in your subconscious now, you will play it tomorrow. So which is the happiest day of your life? Every day. How many of you believe every day? Which means from tomorrow, not till yesterday. Tomorrow. Because yesterday we had not put this into our consciousness. We thought we will be happy when. You can say we will be rich when. We will be famous when. We will be comfortable when. There is a criteria. But I will be happy when. Whenever I want to. Because it's inside. It's inside. That is my first step to freedom. Living in a world of dependency which programmed me to believing that if this is perfect, you will be happy. If your spouse is perfect, you will be happy. If your body is perfect, then you will be happy. If everything is going great at work, you will be happy. And most important, if the weather is perfect, you will be happy. If your government is perfect, you will be happy. If the other country government is perfect, then you will be happy. We were programmed to believe like that. And because all that is not perfect, we said, how can we be happy? And because we are not always happy, we are not able to radiate that happy energy, which means the emotional strength and the power for them to consume it. And they didn't consume it right from the time when they were in the womb. Garab sanskar, personality that is created in the womb is the deepest. But changing our nature is possible anytime. And what we experience at the meditation center, when any one person of a family comes to the meditation center and begins their journey of self-change and self-empowerment, no one else comes with them. They come alone. But very soon, their change starts changing the rest of the family. The other day I was in a program and there was this cancer surgeon and he comes onto the stage and he says, My wife has been coming to this center for the last 5 years and I have changed. I looked at him like that. Everybody looked at him. We thought he's made a mistake in what he's saying. I said, which means? He said, which means my wife has been coming for the last 5 years and I have changed. I said, you meant you have been coming with her. He said, no, I have never come. I've come first time today. And then he said there, very senior cancer surgeon of the country. He said, I can tell you very clearly that if you meditate daily, it will change you. But if you do it, the rest of your family will change. And that is something we've seen in so. It takes only one person in the house to change the energy of the house. It changes only one person in the house to remain stable in a crisis. It takes only one person to be powerful when your child is panicking and your child will be okay. But if your child panics and you panic more than the child, then it takes only one person to deplete the child also. Put both your hands like this. Put your child on the left-hand side. If you don't have a child, put any family member on your left-hand side. And put yourself on the right-hand side. Everyone has to do it. I know the answer. We are doing it for you. Chalo. Don't watch. Work on it. Now put someone on the left-hand side. You're on the right-hand side. Your child or your family member is going through a crisis. A crisis could be as simple as an exam tomorrow, or a rejection, or a failure, or not sure what to do in life. It's on the left-hand side, they are there. Going through that little troubled phase, vibrationally they will dip a little. So let your left hand go a little dipped like this. Looking at them that way. Looking at them crying, hurt, upset, not happy, confused, not wanting to give the exam tomorrow, not wanting to go to work. You are on the right-hand side. When you look at them dipping like that vibrationally, where will the right hand go? Do it. The right hand goes like this. When this right hand goes like this, what is the vibration that the parent radiates to the child? Stress, worry, fear. The child was already vibrating at pain. Looking at that child vibrating at pain, we created pain. And when we created pain, we radiated pain to their pain. When we radiate pain to their pain, where is the left hand going to go now? Very good. And when it goes down, where is the right hand going to go? We're looking at them that way, down. And again, where will they go? Down. And where will we go? Down. So you see what we both have been doing for the last few years? We are together going down. Now, what is the right way of being? If one of us in the family dips, where should the other people be? How up? And when you are here and they are here, how does energy flow? Does energy flow like this or does energy flow like this? Energy flows from top to bottom. So you see what will happen if you're here? You will become a radiator of power. You might not be able to solve their problem, but you will make them powerful just by being powerful yourself. You empower them, they will solve their problem. We don't always have to solve our child's problem. They are in a different world. We don't know all things of their world. We empower them, they will solve their problem. But if we get depleted, we panic, then they keep their distance from us. And if you notice, they will just go into a shell, go into the room, close the door. We will say, I want to sit with you. They'll say, I want to be alone. I don't want to sit with anyone right now. I said, but you're in pain. We want to sit with you. But I don't want to sit with you. Why do they not want to sit with us when they are in pain? Because we are in pain. And when someone is in pain, they don't want to sit next to anyone who's in pain because they can't handle any more pain. Because at that time, we are adding pain to their pain. Our intentions are very pure, but our vibrations are worry, fear, questioning our parenting, where did we go wrong? And then the two of us can start blaming each other. You did this, you did it. lot of negative energy starts getting created in the house. Then they will prefer to go out, talk to a stranger. It could be a friend, it could be a counselor, it could be a therapist. Today it's even available online. What is it that a stranger or a counselor or a therapist can do which I as a parent cannot do? Treatment is different, that we can't do. But talking, understanding, listening, is there anyone better than a family member to do this? Are we trying to say a stranger can do this better than us? But what's the difference between the stranger and I? Very good. The stranger doesn't come down. The stranger remains here. The stranger could be a parent of the friend of the child. And why is it that the stranger doesn't come down? Because the stranger is not emotionally attached to that child or that family member. And when we are detached, we will listen, we will talk, but we will not consume their pain and come down. Need of the hour. Every parent needs to become that. Like this. Put your hand, where do you need to be? Like this. This is what your family needs today. Now, to be like this, I will have to earn that throughout the day. I will have to live that way throughout the day, so that you can't become like this when there is a crisis. It's like I can't earn wealth the day there is a problem in my house. I have to earn every single day. Then while I'm spending, I have to keep saving money. And when I keep saving money and the day there is crisis, I have enough money to handle that crisis. Create power. Earn power. Save power throughout the day. The day there is a crisis, you will have enough power to give it to them. But if I am going to waste my power, why did they do this? How could they do this? How can this one do this? And create 1,000 waste thoughts. Remind yourself, I'm wasting that power which I have to save for my family. I am wasting that power. And today we are not even creating these waste thoughts for people around us. We are just watching something on the phone like, how could they do this? How could they do this? How could this one do this? Wasting power. And then not just watching the message and the video, then watching everyone's comments below that. How could this one say this? How could that one say this? How could this one say this? Wasting power. How will we have power to get home in the evening? Because we are literally throwing it away in every scene of life. Literally throwing it away. So now, tomorrow morning, just live your life one day with this consciousness. I am creating power. I am saving power, and now I have the power to empower others. And then that others will not be just your children. Once you are here, you're not going to empower only your children, you're going to empower everybody. Your friends, your colleagues, your strangers on the road, you will empower. You will empower the world by vibrating at a higher energy. Now, how to save power throughout the day? Close your eyes. Again, rewind the last 12 hours and check. Was there any scene today where I could have saved power? Which means instead of creating 20 thoughts, I should have just created 2. Instead of getting irritated, I should have just remained calm. Instead of talking about them, how could they do this? Why could they do this? I could have just said, okay, they have a reason for it. Save power. Look at all those energy depleters. And they are so subtle that as of now, we are not even aware that they are energy depleters. Because the energy depleters are not just in our words and behavior. The deepest energy depleter is in my thoughts. And in 1 minute, I'm creating so many thoughts. So can you find any energy behavioral depleter today? Anyone? Yes? Yes? If any of us have something that we are holding on of the past, it is your biggest energy depleter. Biggest. It's like, all those applications on the phone. It shows us time to time, it's consuming this much battery. And suddenly you see a couple of apps there which you're not even using, and it shows it's consuming so much battery. You're like, which app is this? I've never even used it. So what is on your baggage? It could be something of your childhood, it could be something about work, it could be about something about someone did, someone said. They are those apps which are not being used on a daily basis, but are there in your subconscious consuming your battery. And some of these apps which are consuming our battery are not even of this lifetime. Because we are a soul on a journey. We are a soul on a journey. We are all going to die. Certain? Certain? When? Don't know? So suppose we die tonight. All my baggage goes with me. All my baggage goes with me. I'm not going to get time to say, okay, forget, forgive, let go, all this is not, there's no time for that. So if I leave tonight, what I am right now, all my personality traits, my nature, my anger, my irritation, my jealousy, my fear, my insecurity, my past trauma, my whatever I'm holding, my guilt, my regret, everything, I the soul leave, enter the womb of the mother with all my sanskars and with all my baggage, and the journey of the baby starts from there. So will I get time to change that baggage? Will I get time to change my nature before I enter into the new costume? Will I get time to forgive? Will I get time to apologize? Will I? Will I? No. So when should I do it? When should I do it? How many of us have someone on the mind which we need to release? We've held on to them and it's consuming my energy. You might not think that it's consuming your energy because you might not rewind that part of your life every single day. But it's there. It's like a wound which is not healed. And many of our patterns which we are experiencing in this lifetime are actually not of this lifetime. They are not. But now we have the power with the understanding that let me change this now, irrespective of whoever was the cause of whatever they did. Again, left and right hand. Put them on the left hand. Anyone. Even it can be a stranger if you can't think of anybody. Anybody on the left hand. And I on the right hand. The left hand person is not in my control, right? Even if that left hand person is your spouse, your parent, your sibling, your child, their behavior, their personality, their nature, your colleague is not in your control, right? We try very hard to change them, but it's not possible. What they do, is it in my control? Keep saying it because you have to record it in your subconscious. What they do, is it in my control? How they behave, is it in my control? How I think about how they behave, is it my choice? How I think about how they behave, is it my choice? If I want to conserve power, I will have to take care of how I think about how everyone behaves. Our depletion of power is not because of our problems. We don't have so many problems in life. Majority of us hardly have any problems. But because we don't have problems, we make small things the big problems of our life. We don't have any problems. But our depletion is in the way we are thinking and feeling about everyone around us who is not our way. So even if I meet 10 people today, and for every one of them I say, how could they do this? They should have not done this. They could have done it this way. Is this the way of speaking? At least they could have been a little respectful. At least they could have smiled a little more. If they didn't want to talk to me, at least smile at me. Why did they look at me and then turn away? A running commentary just goes on. Yes or no? This is the biggest energy depleter. Problems, crisis, once in a while. Stressed, once in a while. No problem. But this continuous energy depleter that is going on just in our natural way of thinking that we are doing throughout the day is getting us not to be free to be happy, but it is making us dependent on the way people around us are. And so we look at them and say, please change so that I can be happy in life. People come to us and say, just change my spouse so that our house can be like Swarg, heaven. And they don't know that the spouse had come an hour before saying exactly the same line. Because we all believe that the other person is the cause of my pain. The other person may not be perfect, fine. The other person really must be having some wrong emotional or behavioral habits. That is also true. But the cause of my pain is not their behavior. The cause of my pain is how I think about their behavior. Again, now put someone there on your left-hand side, anyone of your life, any person who has a little different personality, anything different, which has been a cause of my slight irritation or pain or anxiety or worry or judgmental thinking. Put them on the left-hand side. Now put yourself on the right-hand side, and we are going to become independent now. Start saying it with me. This is their behavior. You know the name, so you can say the name in your mind and say, this is their behavior. And when they behave that way, or when they have that nature that way, who is the one who is in pain? Let's say someone has a personality of domination. Someone has a controlling nature. Someone is egoistic. Someone is manipulative. Someone is reactive. Someone has the habit of criticizing. Put them on the left-hand side. Who is in pain, the left hand or the right hand? Every answer is right. Just keep saying your answer. Buzz. Every answer is right because we have started thinking about it. Every single answer is correct. They are dominating, they are egoistic, they are manipulative, they are jealous, they are insecure. Who is in pain? Left hand or right hand? 3 options are there. No, 4 options are there. No one is in pain, both are in pain, left is in pain or right is in pain. Now chalo. Which one out of the 4? Okay, how many of us feel they are in pain? How many of us feel right hand, I am in pain? I have to live with this kind of a person. So obviously I am in pain. How many of us feel, nobody will feel no one is in pain, right? Yeah. How many of us will feel both are in pain? Anyone feels no one is in pain? No. Now, the one who has this nature, this personality, which is a lower vibrational sanskar, nature. So anytime that I'm vibrating at a lower vibrational personality trait, my power is, I may be shouting and everybody may be scared of me, but you know who is in fear actually the most? I may be trying to control everybody, but you know who is the most insecure at that time? And most important is, we have to live with them for some time of the day. We have to work with them for some time of the day. They have to live with themselves 24/7. And then what happens is, 1, because of their behavior, they are vibrationally a little low. They behave like that with almost everyone around them in different manners. And every time they behave, they bring out that personality trait in behavior and in action. The right-hand side creates pain. And the right hand side blames the left hand side for their pain. And so this creates a karmic account between the two of them. And so this left hand side, which was already moving this way, because everybody else around them believes that they are the cause of their pain, they will not remain at the level they were going to go like this. And so that particular personality trait of theirs will only increase. So there is only two ways of living life. Either you can heal them or you can deplete them. If you create pain in response to their behavior, you will deplete them. If you choose another way of being, and by then, what will you do? Where will you go if you choose another way of being then? Here. If you choose another way of being, not only that you protect yourself, you start healing them. Only just by going here. Now think. First thing, change the vocabulary. Very deep recording in the subconscious, this needs to go today. Create that song and let that song play every time you meet somebody of the left-hand side. They are not the cause of my pain. Repeat. Even if you don't feel it, just say it for now. They are not the cause of my pain. They are in pain. Is that true? Is the second line true? They are in pain. Anyone with an uncomfortable sanskar or nature is in pain. Even when we are stressed, we are in pain. When we are worrying, we are in pain. So whenever we are at a lower vibrational nature personality trait, we are in pain. Pain means not happy, that is pain. Emotional discomfort is pain. So they are in pain. Now, you have someone around you who is in pain. What would you like to do? You have someone around you who is in pain. What would you like to do? You would like to heal them? How many of us have this innate goodness in us that we would like to heal other people when they are in pain? Everybody has it. But why were we not healing them? Because we did not say they are in pain. We said they are the cause of my pain. Why should I heal somebody who is the cause of my pain? And how can I heal somebody who is the cause of my pain? Because I am in pain in their presence. Change one line and things will start changing. If I say they are the cause of my pain and look at them with a very different energy, and if I say they are in pain, I look at them with a very different energy. When I say they are the cause of my pain, I do nothing here, I just create pain in response to their behavior. But if I know that they are in pain, I choose how I will be when they behave that way. So you agree the left hand is in pain? What the right hand has to do, we'll see separately. But do we agree that the left hand is in pain? Everyone? Everyone? Anyone who's abusive. Anyone who's screaming in your house. Anyone who's shouting. Anyone who's reactive. Anyone who's criticizing. Anyone who has the habit of complaining for everything. Why is this like this? Why? They're all in pain. Anyone who's not happy is in pain. Which means vibrationally either I'm here, 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 here. So now look at all the people in pain in your life. So we have a long list. That's why we need one healer in every house. One healer in every house. Yeah, every house, of course. One is needed for every family. You remember earlier, we used to say we need one earning member in every family. That was an era where one family had one earning member. And if anything happened to that one earning member, people would say, how is this house going to run? That one earning member is not there, or not well, or whatever. We have come back to that era. We need one member in every family. That one was earning wealth. This one is for creating power. You have one, your house is safe. Your house can go through any crisis with that one person. So ready? They are in pain. Now, second, When this person is behaving that way, now just check the independences. They can shout, they can scream, they can abuse, they can go and spread wrong things about you, they can talk ill about you in office, they can do something which can even affect your career graph. They have the power to do all that. Do they have the power to enter my mind and create my pain? Let's say, for example, I work with her. I am insecure of her, I'm jealous of her. It's my agenda in life to go and talk about her to everyone. Fine, it's my insecurity which is making me do that. And I can do that. I can come and poison every single mind in this room about her. That's the power I have. But do I have the power to enter her mind and disturb her? Think. I have the power to talk ill about her. I have the power to even put on social media about her. Now that we have that power also. I have the power to speak about her to the world every single day. I have that power also. But do I have the power to enter her mind and create pain there? Do I have the power to hurt her? Hanji? Who is saying if I allow? एक बार खड़े हो जाओ 1 minute. So sister is right. She says if I allow, then you can create pain for me. Right or wrong? How many of us agree? Right? Acha, very good. Sister? खड़े रहना. Do I have the power to enter her mind and create pain? She is allowing. या आप भी खड़े हो जाओ 1 minute. नहीं आप नहीं बहन, आपके पीछे. हाँ जी. Why I'm saying because she's a little far, I can't see her, that's why. If you allow, can I enter your mind and create pain? If you allow. Agreed? Everyone agreed? Everyone agreed? Raise your hand. Agreed? Okay. Everyone is with you. Nobody is on my side today. Allow. Allow me to enter. Yeah, allow. Allow me to enter your mind. How does that happen? How do we allow people to enter our mind? How is it done? I don't know how to do it. Teach me. Teach me, how do you allow people to enter your mind? Thinking about them. So who is thinking about them? You. I'm saying allow me to enter your mind to create your pain. You all raised your hands saying yes. Which is fine. Every answer is correct today. But now think, how do we do that? Can I enter your mind and create your pain for you? Think on. After today, we are not going to change this answer. So let's just sort it out completely and once and for all, final. I can shout, I can scream, I can abuse, I can go to everyone and talk ill about him. I can do that every single day. I can do that for the rest of my life. My power. Always remember what power the other person has and what power do we have. Do I have the power to enter his mind and disturb him? Put the finger here. Hanji? थोड़ा जोर से. Which remote control? Which remote control? Which means permission, right? Yeah, so he's giving permission, but how do I enter? Look at the person sitting next to you. Who's come with you today in the program? Who's there? Your daughter? Very good, easiest. Give her the permission to enter into your mind and create pain for you. Allow. Everyone allow the person sitting next to you. They're all family. How I react is your choice. No. We are saying, does the other person have the power to create pain in you? If we react, we create pain. वो तो पता ही है. That is easy. Can the other person be the cause of our pain? If he is physically abusive, then he is causing physical pain. Even in that case, it is a physical pain. The emotional pain is caused by how I react. So, which means, who is the creator of our pain? Put the finger. Who is the creator of my pain? So, you see how small the list has suddenly become? It's a very short list, and there's only one name on that. People can do wrong, people can cheat, people can betray, people can abuse, people can manipulate, people can talk ill, people can do the worst that any human mind can think of. They can do everything wrong to us outside. People can exploit, people can cheat, they can physically beat. Everything outside of me, everybody can do. But here, now put the finger here, here. Can anyone enter here and inject pain into my mind? जी नहीं, सोशल मीडिया बाद में, टॉपिक नहीं, एक बाद में. First, let's sort this out. We're not changing the topic for 2 minutes. Does anyone have the power to enter my mind and cause all that worry, the fear, the pain, the rejection, the hurt, the humiliation, the insult, the disrespect? Long list of emotions. Not if I'm strong. If I'm weak, if you are weak, I can enter your mind. If you are weak, I can enter your mind. We have all the time. We are not leaving from here till this is sorted today. We are wasting our life living like that, so we have enough time to sit here till this gets sorted. If we are weak, if we give permission, if we are attached to you, think of all the options and then again ask yourself, so does that mean that person is able to enter my mind and create my pain for me? How does the pain get created? How and how? No, allow nahi. If you allow, then that means you are giving me permission, okay, come and create the pain for me. Even then I'm a victim, right? Because they are the creator of the pain. They can say the worst thing in the world to you, but it's all outside. It will reach you here. And once you listen to those very, very, very mean words, you start thinking about what they have said. You start thinking about what they have done. Now, what you will think about what they have done is going to start creating your pain. But because we are thinking about what they have done and then we are experiencing the pain, we removed our personal responsibility and we said they are the cause of our pain. They are the cause of the wrong that they are doing. We are not discussing whether they are right or wrong. We are certain they are wrong. But that wrong they can do is outside. Right? But what happens within is the wrong that I'm doing with myself. That is second step. Pehle responsibility to le lo. Because abhi tak to yahi kaha, they are the cause of everything, na? So first step is, they are not the cause of my pain. They are the cause of all the wrong that is happening around me. Yes. But the pain that I create, the hurt that I create, the humiliation I experience, the disrespect I experience, the rejection I experience has been created by. See, I'll give you an example. That sister walked out and she's leaving. Aap jao, don't worry, continue. Okay, her choice. I came all the way from India. I traveled 20 hours in a flight. She can't sit here for 2 hours for me. All that I have to do is have to start a commentary like this. This is how they do. I did so much for them. All my life I sacrificed for them. I keep doing so much. This is how they behave. They are happily walking. They are doing what they believe is right for them, and it is absolutely right for them. But when I see them doing what they are doing, what I am going to do within is going to decide how I am going to feel next. So I have a lot of options right now. I can say they insulted me. I can say they disrespected me. I can say they rejected me. Or I can say, no problem, have a good evening. We are having a good time here. And I can reach a stage where each one of you can walk out. And I will be happy. Practice. First, practice with one person walking out and remain untouched. Then practice, acha, one more person walked out. Oh, but never mind. I will tell my mind, it's okay, they have a reason, it's 9 o'clock, they have to go home. Very soon, third person also walked out. I said, okay, they could also have a reason. As I'm doing this, my mind is building up the strength to think right. My mind is building up the strength to understand, okay, people have a reason for doing what they are doing. And as I build up that strength, the 10th person walks out, and I get a little hurt, and I said, chalo, what is there to get hurt about this? And then I build my strength even to face the 10th person that is walking out. And very soon I have the strength. All of you walk out. I am very happy on my own. It's only a strength building. It's only a little practice. But if I don't do this little practice, I'm going to go into pain with every single person, not even just walking out. Just look here and say, they're not even looking at me. They're not even answering what I'm asking. I can get insulted for everything in life. It all depends on how strong I am or how fragile I am. If I start moving on the direction of being fragile, I'm going to become extremely weak. If I start moving on the direction of strength, I can become extremely strong. The mind has the option of being extremely weak, and the mind has the option of being extremely strong. The choice is ours. It's not dependent on what's happening around me. It's not dependent on what people are doing to me. It's not people what are doing around me. It is only dependent on what I am doing with people in my mind. The choice is mine. The power is mine. Now, why should I make so much effort to think right about somebody who's walking out? Because I want to create power. How does it matter if somebody walks out and I just create 5 thoughts of disrespect? How does it matter? Why do I always have to be so careful to think right? How does it matter if I say, like, why did she do this? Because then my mind gets into the habit of crying like that. Then my mind starts talking like that about everyone who's not my way. And then my mind becomes a victim to every person's behavior around me. And I become like that little baby who's being hurt by everyone and say, like, I need love. I need respect. I need care. Nobody loves me. Nobody cares for me. Nobody respects me. Victim feeling. Victim feeling. So either we can be a victim in life, or we can become a master in life choices. It does not depend on what's going on around you. It depends on what you're creating within you. Yes? Sure? Is this going to remain like this after you reach home tonight? Look at the person sitting next to you if they are from family. Don't just look, wait. Look at them and say, from today, do what you want. Do what you want. Say what you want. Because the experiment has to happen with family, right? Then we will build the strength to go into the world of strangers. If you do it with family, you can do it with anybody in the world, because family is the strongest attachment. If that is your toughest paper, you pass in the tough paper, rest is to everything very easy, very easy. So say to them, do whatever you want, behave the way you want, keep shouting and screaming if you want, keep criticizing and complaining you want, wake up in the middle of the night and cry if you want. But you know what? When you will take care of your mind and remain calm and create good thoughts for them, you're not just protecting yourself, you are going to start taking care of them emotionally. We need emotional caregivers right now. Like we are physical caregivers, if somebody is not well physically, we do everything for them. We don't say, you're not well, so I'm also not well. We don't do that. We say, you're not well, I'll do everything for you. We just have to transfer that physical caregiving habit into emotional caregiving. Someone's not behaving right, somebody has a particular nature, they are emotionally in pain, I'm going to take care of them. But for me to take care of them, first I have to protect myself. And then you have to do nothing. Your vibrations are taking care of them. Your vibrations are healing them. But if I create this thought, they insult me, they hurt me, my vibrations deplete them, deplete the one who is already weak. So we as a family have the power to weaken each other. And we have a family have the power to strengthen each other. There's no midway when it comes to family. It's either going to be here or it's going to be there. So are you sure? Just with one person you're going to experiment for the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Only 3 days. Now what do we have to do when they behave in a manner which is not perfect for us? Whatever they are lacking, it's like whatever nutrient, whatever particular vitamin somebody is lacking, you will give them that, either through food or through a multivitamin. Yes? Iron to iron, calcium to calcium, magnesium to magnesium, peace to peace, happiness to happiness, power to power. Which means if someone is unhappy, you're only going to create one thought for them, not say anything, only create that thought as a blessing for them. You are always happy. They are unhappy, which means they lack the vibration and the energy of happiness. We have to inject it into their system. And the only way we can inject it into their system is to create that energy for them and let it flow to them. Your child is worried, they have an exam tomorrow. There is no point sitting next to them and saying, don't worry, don't worry. They'll say, please stop it. Because how does anybody understand this language, don't worry, don't get scared? By saying it's not going to happen. You take care that you are not worried. And then in your mind start creating these thoughts. You are a powerful soul. Your mind is calm and stable. You are perfect prepared for tomorrow's exam. Your performance tomorrow is going to be the best, more than you ever imagined. Just keep saying it. Just keep saying it. Here, not in words. Keep saying it. Keep creating it. Keep radiating it. And remember, they are absorbing it. And if you keep doing it every single day, you're going to be a radiator of power. The same children who would say, leave me alone, They will say, "Can I come and sit next to you for 2 minutes?" You will say, "Do you want to talk about something?" They say, "No, we don't want to talk about anything." You say, "But we can talk." Say, "No, there's nothing to talk." They will just come, they will absorb your power, they will go into the world and solve their problem. They don't need advice, they're very intelligent. And if they need advice, it's all available online. Now, so they'll go to ChatGPT. What should I do? But ChatGPT cannot give power. ChatGPT cannot give vibration. ChatGPT cannot give energy. Family will have to continue playing that role. Technology can give us information. Technology can give us advice. Today they are saying the doctor can be able to diagnose your illness. We don't go to a doctor only to diagnose the illness. When the doctor talks to us, when the doctor just holds the pulse like this and says, everything will be perfect, the doctor is radiating an energy. That energy gives me strength. That energy silences my worry. My healing begins. Medicine is later on. So no technology can replace human vibration and human energy. We will always need people in every role. Always. No technology can replace a teacher. No technology can replace a lawyer. No technology can replace a doctor, because communication, vibration is what gives strength. We are not there with them only for information. We are exchanging energy. So can we do this? Create those vibrations which the other soul needs? Yes? Close your eyes. Choose one person in your family and see which vitamin they need. Which one? And now create a blessing. You are a powerful soul. If someone is confused, doesn't know what decision to take, you are a powerful soul. Your every decision is accurate. Your every karma is perfect. If someone is insecure, fearful, you are a powerful soul. Life is perfect. You are safe, you are secure. What they are lacking, we have to inject. And while we are repeating these thoughts, where is the right hand going to go? Here. Because you're not consuming their pain, you are creating power. Your right hand goes here. And when you go here, you are giving strength to them. Whether you believe it or no, just do it and you will see the result. So we have only two options. Either we can deplete them or we can empower them. There is no midway. That they are they, we are we. It won't happen because we are emotionally connected. So either we create all the fear and worry, we deplete them, or we create the blessings, we strengthen them. So can we do this? Easy? Everyone? Everyone? Don't repeat the personality trait which is troubling them. Don't repeat their behavior on your mind, it will deplete them. Don't create critical, judgmental thoughts about them, it will deplete them. First deplete you. Create a blessing, and that blessing should have the word which they need. So if someone has the habit of dominating, create a blessing. You are a powerful soul, loveful soul, very comfortable with yourself and in harmony with everyone. Just think, what do they need? How should they be? And make that their blessing. Simple? Easy? Which one is easy? Going in pain or creating power? So we've already done the tougher things. Now we're going to do the easy things. And when one person at home does this, the energy of the house starts changing. We're just 2 or 4 people living at home. In an era when we were 10, 20 people living at home, 4 would go into pain, 10 would remain fine. The house was okay. So if the child was going through pain, if the parents go through pain, the child will go to the grandparents, the child will go to the uncle, the auntie, here and there. Everything would be okay. But now we are just... And so it's very important for one person to do this, and that one person's energy will go like this, and the house will change. Simple? Have you got your answer what you're going to think for them? Yes. To make this easy, we need to start practicing it for everything in our life. First, work with your sanskar, which means your habit. And that is why the first line we started with today is, I am peace. Never to say, I want peace. I want happiness. If you keep saying, I want, you will always be on the want side. I am peace, I am happiness, I am power, I am love. I don't want love. I am love, I radiate love. Even if you don't feel it, even if you don't believe it, just say it. I am stressed, we just said it and we made it happen. Because anything that we will repeat, complete the line, anything that we will repeat will become the truth. Keep saying, I'm stressed, I'm stressed, I'm stressed, I'm stressed, I'm stressed. Just by saying it, it's creating that energy in my body also. Keep saying, I'm peace, I'm love, I'm happiness, I'm respect, I'm acceptance. Keep saying it. You feel rejected, keep saying, I'm accepted by everyone. Just say it. Say it, create it, feel it, make it your reality. Choice is ours. And when we start doing this, we have shifted from being a victim to the world. Even if your body is unwell, chalo, everybody else is perfect around me, but my body is not fine. Please remember, it's only the body which is not fine. Body is not fine is like this cloth that I'm wearing is not fine. But just if the cloth is not fine, I am not happy? No, it's just my costume is not fine. So even if your body is unwell, you can be happy. And if you're happy, body will heal faster. Yes, will the body heal faster if you're not happy? How many of us would like to die happy? I always get this response. Everybody wants to die happy. And I sometimes say, why do you want to die happy? How can anybody be happy while dying? You're going to lose everything. Leave everyone. It's an innate sanskar. It's human nature. We just put up our hand. I want to die happy. Forgetting that we would be crying when we are dying. But see how it is? It just comes natural. Everybody raises their hand. I want to be happy while dying. It's very easy to be happy while dying. If you're happy while living, you'll die happy. If you live like this, you will die happy. Die means what? You're just going to leave one costume and get into the other one. And if you leave happy, you will enter the new costume happy and you will live happy over there also. So this little effort which we make here is not just for one lifetime. All the efforts we make here are for one lifetime. And in the world we have created today, we don't even know whether they last one lifetime. But of course, they cannot go forward with us. Can you take your achievements with you? Can you take your education with you? Enter the womb of the mother, again A for apple. Here PhD, double PhD, everything. Leave the body, enter the womb of the mother, A for apple. We take nothing, neither education, neither body, neither people, neither achievements. But we can't leave our recordings behind even if we want to leave them. Because that's the only thing that's getting recorded here. So our karma and our emotional pattern recordings is going to go with us. So while working hard on everything that we are going to leave behind, a little attention which is going to remain permanent, which will be the source of my happiness in this lifetime, but will also create my destiny there. You live happy, you leave happy. Where you are born, the Panditji will see your horoscope and say, oh, this child is going to change the destiny of the family because you have created that karma and taken forward. So this is a permanent thing. It's not a short-term thing, it's a long-term permanent thing. So practice living that way and ready to leave anytime. Another thing that we need to stop telling each other is, I cannot live without you. I will never be able to. Don't do these recordings which cause pain. It's a reality that you are going to leave, they are going to leave. So are we supposed to say to each other, I will never be able to live without you, I cannot live without you? Change. Say, you will be fine without me and I will be fine without you, and it will happen. But we otherwise, you see, when I leave, what will happen? You will come to know my value when I leave. Yes? Don't record anything which is going to create pain. Today, people are going into so much grief, then they are not able to handle the loss of a family member. It is certain that this is going to happen, then shouldn't we be emotionally prepared for what is certain in life? Everything else is uncertain, fine. But death is certain, mine and theirs. But why do we be like this and say, like, no, don't talk about death? Why should we not talk about death? It is certain, it's going to be happening. Why shouldn't we be prepared for it? Why do we have to create so much pain, and why do we let the soul go forward with so much pain? Because we are in pain that time. When someone leaves, they need to be sent with gratitude, blessings, love. It's their new journey that's going to start. They're going to enter the womb of a mother. A new body is going to get created. We have to send them with love, blessings, and gratitude. This is family. This is love. Not come back, I can't live without you. The soul is entering into the womb of the mother. We are saying, come back, I can't live without you. But no one taught us this. That is why spirituality and meditation is such an important part of our life. It teaches us how to live. It teaches us how to live. It teaches us to allow other people to live with dignity. If the costume is unwell, doctor says nothing can be done. Hold their hand, meditate with them, and tell them, don't worry about us. Aap jao. Don't worry at all about us. We are all there to take care of each other. You need to leave. Literally have to ask them to leave, and you will see the soul flying away from there because you have let them go. This is called love. Love is not stay here for me as long as I can see you around me. The other one is suffering in that costume. But I am very comfortable because they are there around me. This is not love. This is attachment. Attachment is like this. What about me? Love is, what about you? So when you start strengthening yourself and raising your vibration, we automatically shift from this to karo hath. We automatically shift from about me, about me, about me, about me. We shift from this to becoming a giver. Because now we have strength now. So automatically you will become a giver. This is independence. This is freedom, where you can be a giver in every scene of life. And even in that scene when someone is moving forward. You come to a Brahma Kumaris meditation center anywhere in the world. Here, anywhere in the world. There are many brothers and sisters, which means like you, living at home, taking care of family, working, but taking out half an hour, 45 minutes, once a week, twice a week, or daily, to working on creating this inner power. Go and put your finger on anyone. And anyone means anyone. And you ask them their story. And you will see that what we desire, that kind of life, is actually so simple to lead. And any one of them, when they lose a family member, it's something for everyone to see. Because they will immediately take charge of themselves and say, I have to send this soul with love, gratitude. Because it is something they learn every single day. That power comes to them on that day. Even if they lose a young child, they will be like this. The vacuum will always be there. Missing the person will always be there. But missing with love, not with pain. Sending with love and gratitude, not with how could you leave me and go. It creates pain there. And all that this requires, few minutes of meditation every single day to create this power. That's all it requires to become strong. So do we want to create that power? Yes? Don't get scared. Nobody's leaving. Look at how all this energy changes with death. It's a reality. And we're living in a world where it's not age bound anymore. Earlier it was okay, 80, 90, 100. Now we are prepared, they're going to leave. Now it's not dependent on age. It can happen tonight. So we have to equip ourselves with the tools according to the time. Yes or no? Yes? Not that we're sitting and talking about death every day, not at all. But we are strengthening ourselves, we are vibrating here, and now let any situation come in your life, you will have the strength for it because you earned it, you created it, you earned it, you saved it, you preserved it, and it will be there with you on the day you need it. There's a lady who comes to the center where I am in Delhi, very old, fragile, 75-year-old lady. She comes like this, walking on her own. She went through cancer. While she was going through her treatment, her daughter went through cancer. Then her daughter went through a liver transplant. The liver transplant didn't work out well. So the doctor said, we can't do anything. So she called her husband, her son-in-law, her grandson, and everybody. And she said, because daily study. So she says, an old lady and everyone, there's 5 men in her family. And she calls all of them and she says, my daughter is in pain. We should let her go. And they are like, you go to that place, you talk all this rubbish. She said, okay, you all go out, let me sit with her. She sits with her. She knows she's talking to the soul, even though people will say that she is in coma. We understand when someone is coma, the soul can catch everything. She talks to her about life, she talks to her about any misunderstandings in life, seek forgiveness, everything. And most important, she assures her, you don't worry about your son. We will take care of your child. She holds her hand, meditates for 15 minutes, soul left. She comes back to the center and she says, how did I do this? I don't know. An old fragile lady like that. She said, I really don't know how this happened on that day. Do you know how it happened? Because she doesn't miss a single day of coming to the center for 1 hour. The day she needed the power, she had it. She had it. We can't create power that day when the crisis comes. But that power came to her in a very natural manner because she was working on that. It's like going to the gym daily. It's as simple as that. Going to the gym daily to strengthen soul power. So how many of us would start like coming to this gym? Yes. Now, right. Sit back, straight. Relax the body. 3 deep breaths. And now bring your attention to the center of the forehead, where we apply the tilak between the eyebrows in the center of the forehead. And gently visualize the energy eye as a little star in the center of the forehead. Just keep seeing it. And now say to yourself, I am a powerful being. As you say this to yourself, there is a coding that is going to start happening within. The subconscious is going to absorb this instruction. I am a powerful being. I am calm and stable in every scene of life. Say to yourself, I'm calm and stable in every scene of life. I accept people as they are. I accept people as they are. I create blessings and good wishes for them. I radiate power to them. I am the power which heals them, empowers them. I am the power which transforms them. Past is past. I understand they had a reason. I forgive. I forget. I release. I let go. I release. I let go. I created the hurt. I release. I let go. I heal myself. I'm always light, always happy. I am the powerhouse for my family. I am the powerhouse for my family. Meditation is a part of my lifestyle. Say this to yourself daily. Meditation is now a part of my lifestyle. Next 24 hours, irrespective of what happens and what anyone does, 24 hours, I am calm, I am stable, I respond with choice. I create power, I save power, I bring power home. Throughout the day while I work, I earn, I create power, I save power, I bring it home to family in the evening. This is the way I live life. Next 24 hours, I consume wisely from technology. I consume only that what I want to become. I do not consume that what I want to finish or heal within me. I pause every few hours to remind myself I am a powerful being. I radiate peace. I radiate power.